Hi, this is Suchi, and today I will show you how to make pivot table. So basically what happened is I was looking at this happiness data, and for 2019 I was thinking of finding some more inferences, and to get some more insights from this data I was thinking about region wise analysis, and I wanted to know from which region this survey has happened for maximum number of countries, and which region is having the higher happiness score, higher GDP, and other aspects like higher family rating, higher health rating, freedom, generosity. So I just wanted to see a region wise all over analysis. So I think of making this pivot chart. So as you can see, here we can see all the regions noted, all the regions. Let me select all. So as you can see here, all the regions are there, and then for each region, the average happiness score, average freedom score, average GDP, average family rating, average health score, then generosity, and also the average trust. All these things I have found out. And based on this, I can even infer few things. Just for an example, let me show you. This row, it is having the highest happiness score. And if we look at this row, the highest happiness score, then we can also see a correlation among all these factors. So when the highest happiness score is highest, we can see this freedom score is also high, GDP is also high. So economy matters in happiness factor, or maybe it is in the reverse way, whichever way it is. But we can see that these values are also high when our happiness score is high. So all these factors are actually affecting our happiness factor. Our health, family, generosity, trust, GDP, freedom. And if you look into this second row, then you can see that here our GDP is higher. So economically, North America is having a higher score than Australia and New Zealand. But if we look into the freedom factor, then we can see it is having a lower freedom rating. And here also we can see it is having a lower family rating. Health is also very low. Health is also lower than this value. So all these factors are cumulatively affecting this factor. So not only the GDP, but other factors are also affecting. So this way we can make many inferences from this. I was just showing from this top two rows, but we can make out a lot of inferences. We can plot this, we can visualize this, all those things we will do at later point of time, but let me show you how to make this for today. So let me go to the 2019, and then I'll just select the data. I'll go to this insert tab and select pivot table. So when we select pivot table, whatever we have selected, it is showing the table or range part, it is already present. Now, if we want it in a new worksheet, we can select this option. But I want it in a existing worksheet, so I'm selecting this option, and location I will be selecting. I want it here in this sheet. Once done, click it and say OK. Now what we are going to do, we want each of the regions as our rows. So what we will do, we will select region as rows. So it will create rows for each and every region. Now what we want? Now we want a column which will have the count of countries in each region. So the count of countries will come in columns? No, it won't come in columns, because if we paste it in columns, it will create a column with each country name. But what we want the count of countries, so it will be dragged to values. So if it is in values, you can see count of countries are coming here. Okay. Now our next thing is what? Next we want the happiness score. Happiness rank, yeah, we can have. I don't need it for my analysis, so I'm not adding. What I will add is, I will add the happiness score. But it is adding the sum of happiness scores for all those countries in the region, but I want an average value. So I will click here and I can change the value field setting from here, from sum to average. It can be done from here also. If you click here, you can see value field settings and you can change it to anything. Okay. Now again I will add economy per GDP capita. Okay. The same thing I can do with it. I can change it to average and so on. So this is the easiest way how we can add a pivot table. I would like to go even deep into it in my upcoming videos, because we have few more things which will be very handy for our further analysis, like computed fields and all. So I will go more deep into that in my next video.